never compare yourself to anyone in life. If you do, you will become the saddest person in the world. Today, I want to share a story with you, one that might change your life. This is the story of an unhappy crow. I hope this story brings peace and clarity to your heart. Once upon a time, there was a crow who was very sad. The reason it was sad was because it was black. This color made it feel different, alone, and unworthy of love. Day after day, it wandered the earth, feeling rejected by everyone around it. It often sat alone, crying, feeling like life had no meaning. One day, as the crow was crying, a kind monk appeared. The monk walked over and asked gently, "Why are you crying, dear crow?" The crow answered, its voice full of sadness, "What else can I do but cry? My life is miserable." The monk listened quietly for a moment, then asked, "If you had the chance to become something else, what would you choose?" Perfect said. The crow thought for a while, then answered with a sigh, "I wish to become a swan, a white swan. White is such a beautiful color. It represents peace and purity. If I were a swan, life would be different. People would admire me, and I would feel truly happy." The monk nodded and said, "I will grant your wish, but first, you must meet a swan and understand its life." The crow flew to a peaceful lake where a beautiful swan was swimming. The crow looked at the swan and said, "Wow, your feathers are so white and beautiful. You must be so happy with the life God gave you." The swan looked at the crow and replied, "Who told you I am happy? Yes, my feathers are white, but that doesn't mean I am happy, nay. White is often associated with loss and death." The crow was shocked. "So you're not happy at all?" it asked. The swan nodded. "No, not at all." The crow and the swan returned to the monk and shared their experience. The monk listened and said, "So you've changed your mind. What would you like to be now?" The crow replied, "I don't want to be a swan anymore. If I must change, I want to become a parrot. Parrots have beautiful, colorful feathers, and people love to keep them as pets. They can talk too." The monk nodded again and said, "I will make you a parrot, but first you must meet one and understand its life." The three of them set out to find a peacock, and eventually they did. They stared at the peacock in awe. "Wow, your feathers are incredible. When you open them, everyone stares and takes pictures. You must be so happy." The peacock looked at them and said, "Who told you I am happy? Yes, my feathers are beautiful, but I have many troubles. You see, people often admire me, but they also want to take my feathers. They sell them to decorate their homes." The crow and the parrot were stunned. "So, you're not happy?" the crow asked. "No," the peacock replied. "This life is not as wonderful as it seems." The crow thought deeply and then asked, "So what should we become? Who is the happiest creature in the world?" The peacock smiled and said, "It's you. You, the crow, are the happiest creature in the world." The crow was confused. "How could I possibly be happy? How can I be the happiest?" The peacock laughed and said, "Let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of a chicken burger or a chicken sandwich?" "Yes," the crow replied, "but have you ever heard of a crow burger or crow sandwich?" "No," the crow said. "No one hunts crows. No one wants to sell their feathers or meat. You are free, with no danger. No one wants to harm you. You are living a great life, and that is true happiness. You are unique. That is the key to happiness." The crow realized it had been searching for happiness in the wrong places. True happiness doesn't come from appearance, status, or the admiration of others. It comes from freedom, from being yourself. The crow understood that it didn't need to change at all. It was perfect just as it was. And so, the crow flew off into the sky, free and at peace with itself. reassess. Thank you for watching this story. If you feel inspired by this story and have been thinking about true happiness, don't forget to subscribe to Words of Compassion and share this video with your family and friends. We'd love to hear your thoughts about the story in the comments below. Always remember that you are unique, and your worth cannot be compared to anyone else. Never underestimate yourself. See you in the next video. Bye now.